What is up, guys? And I'm here with 2013 season mode, the new game mode inserted into NCAA 14, and I'm going to be hunting for the national championship for my favorite team, the Georgia Bulldogs, who came just the SEC championship short, just 7 yards short from the national championship. That should have been the BCS national championship game, because that was the best game I've ever seen in my lifetime, ever. So that's saying a lot. That it is kind of closely competing with what was that game? I'm trying to think of the game. Oh yeah, USC and Texas. It's kind of competing with them. So I do have the real rosters, and just to make sure you know that depth chart: Aaron Murray, Todd Gershel, even though they retired that nickname, Todd Gurley, Keith Marshall, Michael Mitchell, Chris Conley, and yeah. So guys, let's hop into the first game. Hello everybody, and welcome to this season of college football. And to open up the year, we're gonna have the best opening day game out there. Georgia Clemson rivalry games. A lot of hype coming into this one. Georgia ranked number 5, just narrowly missing their shot at the national championship, 7 yards away. Clemson actually beating LSU in the bowl game last year, but still hunting for a national championship, and we'll see you after this. So hello everybody, and welcome to Clemson Memorial Stadium. Here, the host of this rivalry game. You know, everybody here is going to be hyped. It's going to be we thought it was going to be a fairly mixed crowd, but it looks like Clemson fans are basically having their way here, doing everything and being the most in attendance. Everybody in the white and red are definitely Georgia fans. So now the kickoff is here, and Todd Gurley hits the sideline, and he gets a 33-yard return as Aaron Murray, the senior, who decided to come back for a senior season, looking to avoid a terrible season, much like Matt Barkley did in his last senior season, which will absolutely crush his draft status. So now Aaron Murray, under the center for the first play of the season, he's going to hand it off to Todd Gurley, who's going to hit on the left, gain of 6, nearly a first down. Great first play for the Georgia Bulldogs this season. They're going to have a potent offense, having a special combination of pass and rush. So this is what I'm looking for: Aaron Murray to lead this offense into victory. So now Aaron, he's going to pass it, and he finds Malcolm Mitchell, who stiff arms one defender, and a little juke and a 21-yard reception. Malcolm Mitchell, 21 yards, first down, and Aaron Murray's first pass on the season. It's an excellent one. So now, great play from Aaron, and now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Georgia Bulldogs here. And now Aaron Murray in the pistol formation, he's going to pass it, he's going to find Hall in the flats, and he gets destroyed. Merritt Hall goes down after only a gain of 1, but he still got crushed on that play right there. So we'll see how they bounce back from such a big hit, and you know, big hits can cause a big momentum change in college. You know, a lot of fans and players feed off of that. But anyway, Malcolm Mitchell with the catch. The tight end missed the block on the corner, and that could have potentially sprung Malcolm into the end zone. But like I said, he missed that block, and he doesn't spring him into the end zone. He can't stiff arm the defender like he did last time. So now Aaron Murray, he's starting out slinging 3 for 3 here, and now he's in the gun by himself, back of the end zone. Ruff! Jonathan Ruff wide open in the back of the end zone. 4 for 4, 56-yard, 1 touchdown start for Aaron Murray, and he took his Bulldogs down the field and absolutely commanded the league. Look at Ugg on the field. He's excited. He knows what that touchdown means. They brought that dog to Clemson. Enemy territory here. So now Morgan on for the field goal, and he nails it. And here we have the studio update confirming that South Carolina barely knocks off North Carolina's Brian Renner. He aired it out a lot that game, but added out too many times and couldn't get enough touchdowns to equal it out. So they lose by 3. So back to the rivalry game that Georgia's jumped out to a big start to. Taj Boyd and Sammy Watkins are going to be coming on the field if everything goes to plan. But yes, this is going to plan here in Martavis Bryant. Oh man, back-to-back amazing returns from Bryant and Gurley, both giving their offense excellent field position. Bryant actually with the better one. So Herrera, the linebacker, he's on the field looking to make his presence felt. But look at that Harvey Clemens. Everybody thought he was going to be out for the season, but he makes a miraculous return in week 1 though. So now Taj Boyd, he's going to hand off to McDowell again, and Harvey Clemens gets stiff armed this time, and Vassar takes down McDowell. And this no-huddle game is definitely slowing down the Georgia defense. So now Taj Boyd in the pistol again. Herrera takes down McDowell in the backfield, trying to slow down this running game, trying to get the fellow senior, along with Aaron Murray, Taj Boyd, to actually pass the ball. So now Taj Boyd in the pistol again. Play action. What is he going to do? They have a spy on him, and Sammy Watkins catches it in the corner. Miss to the end zone. Touchdown. And just like that, Taj Boyd and the Clemson Tigers have put 6 on the board. Definitely reservations for 6. Maybe even 7 with the field goal right here. Actually, it's called the extra point. I'm sorry. And now it's going to be all knotted up at 7 with 2:49 left in this first quarter. So we've already seen high-octane, fast-paced offense from these guys. And look at this, another big return to the 31-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 30 though. And this is just blow by blow here from each team. So let's see how this Georgia offense responds, and now he's going to find Malcolm Mitchell down the seam, and he's going to turn on the Jets with the juke move. His tackle from behind, 57-yard completion, and you can see Georgia's hyped. Aaron Murray, 513 yards with a touchdown so far to start this game. He is just killing this Clemson defense. Their secondary is just getting smoked all day long. So Murray's having a field day passing the ball. We haven't really seen the run game get going. So now Todd Gurley, he's going to hit the left side, and he's going to enter the end zone with relative ease. 13-yard touchdown, and back-to-back quick draws from each offense. And Todd Gurley enters that end zone for a touchdown. Georgia trying to fight to avoid a week 1 loss to Clemson. Clemson comes down the field. In just 4 plays, scores a touchdown. Georgia only needs 2 plays. 2 big plays on Georgia's part. 14-7. Our Bulldogs are up. So now Clemson ready to get this ball back, and Bryant's looking for yet another wonderful return. But the kickoff unit, they have beautiful coverage, and Martavis Bryant gets smoked right there. And Taj Boyd, he won't have that beautiful field position he had last time. And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set, not in this pistol. Well, actually, it is in a pistol, but not the pistol for a house, that is. And now Taj Boyd, he's going to be back to throw. And everything seems to be covered. And Taj Boyd gets taken down for the sack. And Georgia, they're getting hyped on that. Garrison Smith gets credited with the sack because he was trying to look for the slants. Taj Boyd tried to run, but just wasn't enough time, and he got taken down right there. So 2nd and 15 coming up for Clemson. And after that beautiful start to last drive, they're having a terrible start to this drive, but the screenplay gets scouted out by Harvey Clemens, the standout freshman, and Roderick McDowell only gets a gain of 3 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 12 for Taj Boyd in this Clemson offense. Can he try to find Sammy Watkins or somebody else for a touchdown or just a first down? That's all they need. And Swan drops the interception. Damian Swan. But that's all he needed was a deflection, because it's 4th and 12 and they're not going for it. And now the Georgia offense will come back on the field to try to separate themselves from Clemson, and their defense got themselves together. They gave up a terrible touchdown last drive, and look at McGowan, Brett McGowan, with an 8-yard return. Offense at glance, just a beautiful offense game from Georgia. Clemson had one lucky drive and really haven't had anything going their way since. So now with this Georgia offense coming back on the field, Aaron Murray still without an incompletion. He's just been very decisive here, and now he's gonna hit Arthur Lynch on the sidelines, first down. And Aaron Murray, he's just looking all over the field. The field is his. He sees everything on the field. 6 for 6, 131 yards for a touchdown so far for Aaron Murray. So now Todd Gurley in the backfield. He's gonna take the handoff, and a big move, and a big man moves that well. Man, Todd Gurley's something special. We still haven't seen anything from Keith Marshall, who is definitely the faster of the two. When will we see the other half of Gershel, even though that nickname's retired? And Todd Gurley, he was trying to follow his guard that was pulling, and Tony Stewart just smoked past him, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Aaron Murray, him with no incompletions. He's going to have to step up and at least get an completion, and he finds Ruff, the guy he hit for the touchdown. To Jonathan Ruff gets a first down, and that completion streak keeps going. 7 for 7 now for Aaron Murray, and he's just killing these guys. So now 1st down and 10 in the red zone for Aaron Murray. So now Aaron Murray, play action. He's going to find Arthur Lynch down the same 165 passing yards, 8 for 8 touchdown, 8 for 8 passes, should I say, and 2 touchdowns. Arthur Lynch is getting hyped. Clemson Memorial Stadium has to be shocked. They're absolutely silent. And look at that. The linebacker bit on the play action and left Arthur Lynch wide open down the seam. Touchdown, Georgia. They're scared of the run game. Todd Gurley, even though after that play that went for negative yards on the previous one, the studio update confirms that Virginia Tech's up on Alabama right now, the team that knocked off Georgia in the SEC championship last year. That might as well have been considered the BCS national championship, because it was a much better game than the BCS. So anyway, Sammy Watkins, he's going to take a touchback. Not going to see the fast electric wide receiver this time. So now it's going to be 1st and 10. Georgia up 21-7, and they're back to this formation where they had a ton of success in, but they're passing, and Chris Peak becomes wide open. Teron Peak, should I say. Chris is his nickname around the team. So now it's going to be in the full house, and Vassar, he comes out with a big tackle, stopping him only after a gain of 1, and that's going to mark the end of the first quarter. Rivalry game. Georgia's up 21-7. A great start to this game and a great start to their season. And you can see Aaron Murray, he's just getting a whole bunch of love in that one. That's just summing up the whole game. Clemson offense taking the walk of shame to switch sides of the field. So now 21-7 for the Georgia Bulldogs on top, and now they're gonna find Sammy Watkins, and wow, it's definitely hard to take down Sammy Watkins with his elusiveness and speed, but he managed to take him down with a great open field tackle. That seems routine, but It's not very routine with a guy of his elusiveness, and Herrera with the amazing tackle right there. But they're still going to speed this up. They're going to need to try to stop these guys after that big curl route for a multi-yard gain. And now McDowell with the handoff, and O'Neal takes him down, and the no huddle keeps going. Can they stop the Clemson offense on 3rd and inches? And now Touch Boy, he's taking his time because he's going to settle into the pistol. And now Jenkins, he covered both elements of the option, both McDowell and Boyd. Boyd thought he was going to go with McDowell, but he stayed right with Boyd. And now it is too far to kick a field goal. And now they're going to be forced to punt it. So they're going to try to pound them into their own yard line, into their own 5-yard line or even more in, but Pinion cannot do that. So this electric Georgia offense, which has just been magnificent this game, comes right back out on the field. And now Aaron Murray, he's gonna throw his first incompletion. Quandon Christian with a beautiful play right there, staking out the pass right there. So it's going to be Aaron Murray's first incompletion. You can't really expect him to go the whole game perfect, but now he goes right back to his perfect streak and finds Rumph, who got knocked back behind the first down marker, but then regained that first down immediately. So Rumph is having himself a big game. Really didn't see the field that much last year, but he's seeing the field a lot this game. So now, what is Murray going to do? He's going to air it out to Conley, and Chris Conley cannot hang on to the pass, and Aaron Murray gets another incompletion on the day, which is basically saying you're not as deadly as you were last game. Last couple drives. We're catching on, and you're done with your dominance. So Todd Gurley isn't done with his dominance. Gain of 4 right there. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Aaron Murray, the senior, he's giving all the NFL scouts a lot of good film to watch right now in this game against a tough and stingy Clemson defense, should I say. And now he's going to find Conley, and he drops yet another pass. Incompletion. And that's going to end this drive. First punt from Georgia is awaiting. And there we go. It's official. First punt, and Conley not having a great day for himself, if I may say. So now Humphries is going to take this punt, and Wiggins absolutely misses right there. He was trying to line up for the big explosive hit, but he absolutely whiffed right there. So it's going to be 21-7, as still the Clemson offense is trying to get something going since their first drive when they scored a touchdown. So now Vassar, he's going to be dropping back into coverage, and he has man-to-man coverage, but now there's nobody in that field range, and no! How do you let Clemson get the ball back? They forced a fumble on Todd Boyd's part, and oh my goodness, Georgia just couldn't hop on the ball. It was a loose ball, and you just can't give a team this good another opportunity. So Hopper catches it, and yet another whiff, but a big hit does get laid on Jamon Hopper, and that's a first down. So Clemson, after a fortunate fumble recovery on their part, they're driving. And now Todd Boyd, he's going to be running again. And Smith takes him down after he tried to get out of the pocket. He actually did pass the line of scrimmage, but he was taken down immediately by Smith with a very athletic play to catch a very athletic Boyd. So now Boyd, he's going to be back to pass again. It's Jerome Preek. He heard the footsteps, and he saw, and he's seen, and has been a victim a couple of times of these big defensive hits on Georgia players. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And he's been a victim, and he's seen his teammates be victims to big hits from the Georgia's defense. And Adam Humphries fumbles. That's a big hit again. And Humphries, I think he might be down and out. He got on the sideline though, so we won't have to wait for them to evaluate him. They'll just evaluate him on the sideline as the game keeps going. So now Taj Boyd, he hands it off to McDowell, and Taylor says no. Loss of 1 on the play, and Georgia's defense is becoming a force again as they were earlier, but they've been getting driven on. I'm sorry for my terrible English today. And now Taj Boyd gonna throw off of his back foot. I don't know where exactly he was trying to throw that, and you can see Georgia, they're getting hyped on the field. Not only did they force them to stop like moving the ball, they forced them into a tough 3rd and 11, and Dawson picks off Taj Boyd right there. Dawson, he puts his hand on the ground, keeps running, and Taj Boyd gets picked off on the play. Sheldon Dawson absolutely played that perfectly, and he threw a flat ball to Sammy Watkins, who in effect actually burned Dawson on the play, but just because he scouted that perfectly, he got himself an interception, and he got the Georgia offense the ball back. So Aaron Murray trying to rebound from 2 straight Chris Conley drops, and now he's going to find Arthur Lynch down the field, and he trucks a defender. First down, gain of 22, and this Georgia offense is just looking very unstoppable. Let's look at this play again. When he trucks the safety, the truck of death, look at it. Boom! Get out my way, son. He looked like he was doing the Matrix when he got blown up like that, man. That is just a shame. Oh, man, so this Georgia offense and defense delivering big blows. And I'm just scared of this team. This team looks explosive. And Conley, not only does he actually make the catch, he makes a deadly stiff arm gain of 20. In Georgia, this team is on the mission. This team is on a national championship mission. And one stiff arm, he keeps running, and he got tackled as he tried to run the defender over. So these guys are physically imposing that will, and now he's gonna find Conley down the seam and makes a guy miss. First down, and he actually makes that catch. Let's look at this play, and first play he used his arm strength, and that play he just used his elusiveness and speed and just blew past him. So this game is just too deadly for Clemson to be a part, and now he's gonna find Wooten over the middle. Rantavius Wooten, kind of a hard name to say. He gets into the end zone, and he gets his first catch today. And now every receiver that typically gets on the field has a catch. Aaron Murray's finding all of them, and Georgia's up 27-7 pending this extra point here. And now they're gonna kick it, and Georgia is up 28-7 off of that Sheldon Dawson interception, and everybody surrounding the freshman. He's got his first touchdown of his career. So Morgan, he's going to kick this off again. He has big shoes to fill, especially after Blair Walsh's amazing rookie season in the NFL. He has amazingly big shoes to fill as Sammy Watkins tries to bounce that to the outside, but they quickly demolish his hopes right there. So now they're going to at least try to get this down back to 2 possessions if they can here. After that pick, Taj Boyd has to be rattled at least a little bit. He's in the gun by himself. He's going to take off, and Smith just has Boyd's number. He knows when he's scrambling, and he's athletic enough to stop him. He just gets off of that right tackle block, takes him straight down like, where do you think you are going, Mr. Boyd? And now Vassar, he's going to be on the line. He is an outside linebacker, and he backs off just a little bit. Looks like he's going to take off and try to bull rush, and now he's going to be getting in the 3-point stats, trying to play some games with the right tackle here. But Clemson, they're not rushing anything here. They're not trying to do anything stupid and get another turnover and perhaps more points for Georgia. They're probably going to run the ball. Nope, they're going to pass it again. And Vassar, he gets... Oh my goodness, Taj Boyd, he must be seeing ghosts because he passed that to absolutely nowhere. And Boyd, he just looks rattled just walking up to the pocket. Not the pocket, the huddle. Oh my goodness, I'm just off with my commentary today. So, He just looks very rattled, and McDowell with the handoff. He's going to be taken down by Swan in the backfield, and that will end the half. And on that note, wait. Yes, so on that note, Georgia will enter the half. They'll have to kick the ball off first, but they're up 21-7 in this rivalry game. Clemson was talking a lot of smack, especially Sammy Watkins. Sammy does have a touchdown, but Georgia, they know how to respond back to the hype, and you can see Sammy, he's getting the talk from the coach, and that was celebrating that touchdown, but not very many things have gone in Clemson's way. And now let's get the second half underway. Morgan, like I said earlier, a lot of big shoes to fill, especially after Blair Walsh's amazing rookie season. And now look at Martavius Bryant trying to get something. He didn't even make any cuts. Look at this team defense. Look at these stats for this defense. And you can see they're going onto the field, hyped and ready. They've nipped this Clemson offense in the bud, not even allowing them to have 200 yards so far. They only have 113 yards given up. So now, Taj Boyd back to throw, and Drew takes down Boyd for a loss of 3. And this defense is just stingy. You're not going to get anything on us. And Drew just beat the guard, and he smoked Boyd. And I wouldn't be surprised if Boyd just lays there, because he's just getting smoked and smoked and smoked again, because his receivers are not becoming open on this man-to-man coverage or the zone, and they finally get open, and Herrera gets stiff-armed. But Sammy Watkins, the man who hyped up this game, the man who talked the most smack, is now down because of a big hit laid on by the Georgia defense. And Boyd, he's just looking as his whole team is getting demolished. Adam Humphries, who is also hurt, he has a bruised sternum, and he was originally going to be out for the game, but now he's forced to play with the loss of Sammy Watkins so far. And now Taj Boyd, oh my goodness, the running back with a stiff arm, but Taj Boyd with nowhere to go. This Georgia Bulldogs defense just corralling all over the place on this Clemson offense. And now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And in the shotgun with 2 running backs in the backfield, what is Boyd going to do? He's going to find Swan! And I'm sorry, but there's not a player named Swan. There's not a wide receiver named Swan on the Clemson offense. And that's the 2nd pick on the day. And Damian Swan, he has 3 tackles. He dropped the pick, but he dropped the pick on 3rd down. He knows he doesn't want to give this Taj Boyd-led offense another chance, and he doesn't drop this one. He played that one perfectly, and these guys are playing everything perfectly, and they're just giving the offense the ball back over and over and over again. I wouldn't be surprised to see a one-play score. What did I say? The freshman with his 2nd touchdown on the day of his career, 14 for 17 on the day for Aaron Murray. I just really don't know what to say here, because they're killing. Georgia is just too beastly for Clemson, it looks like. And TCU's up 7-0 on LSU. The game's just started, so it's nothing to base this off of. So now Rasco has 2 tackles, but both are 2 tackles for loss, but both were assisted, not by himself. So Morgan, he's been having a long day, and actually exciting day, if you want to call it that. He's had a lot of kickoffs, and he's kicked a lot of extra points. 5 extra points, 5 kickoffs, actually 6 kickoffs, including the kickoff to start off the half. So mind you, it is raining here, so I'm surprised we're seeing this much offensive explosion from Georgia. And now Dawson drops the pick. Oh my goodness, he could have had his 2nd pick on the day, but he just let it slip through his hands. Oh my God, Dawson. You can't let that happen, man. You know he's going to hear it from his Georgia defenders, fellow defenders, and McDowell on the screen. Nowhere to go as Jenkins takes him down for a loss of 1. And this defense is just corralling over everything. This is just like a nightmare for the Clemson offense. They just don't know how to stop anything here. So now 3rd and 11 for the Clemson offense. Going sideline. Wiggins knocks it down. Almost another interception for Boyd. And that's another incompletion. And another punt awaiting. Pinion, he's not even having a busy day. And that's because of picks and just other miscellaneous turnovers. And McGowan is on the field, and now he's going to cut it back inside. And we all thought this was going to be a shootout by the start of this game, and that hope was quickly extinguished by the Georgia offense and defense because they came out with a stingy attitude. And now Aaron Murray, he's gonna scramble, but he finds a man left wide open, and Conley can't stay in bounds. If Aaron Murray just noticed him in more time, and oh my goodness, if he wasn't smoked while he threw that, that's reservations for 6 end zone touchdown, most definitely. But can't be like that all the time. So now what is gonna happen here? What is happening? And now Murray back to pass. Conley, he's trying to get it into the end zone, and he gets what he should have got last time, a touchdown. Murray 16 for 19, 333 yards, 5 touchdowns, and Georgia, they're just dominating this game. This has been all Georgia since Clemson's touchdown. They turned up the aggression another notch. Hey, what can I say? Georgia is dominating, 42-7. Conley started off with 2 drops. He's gotten himself together, and he just ran a simple streak route, a simple go route, became wide open. So now Sammy Watkins back to return, and now Rumpf is gonna take him down. He's having a big day on O, and he just had a big tackle on special teams, erasing any hopes of a touchdown on that one. So now what's gonna happen? Taj Boyd back throw, finds Teron Peak, and Harvey Clemens knocks him out of bounds. And look, they're trying to push up this tempo. You know what happened last time when you pushed up the tempo, right? Just saying. So now, what is going to happen here? Boyd back to throw. And he's going to find Humphries out of the backfield. And look at this. He's breaking off a couple tackles. And this just might be too little, too late for this offense. They're starting to come alive in this game. I'm not even going to lie. But I'm sorry, this is just too little too late. And Wiggins gets destroyed right there. He just gets smoked. You can definitely tell he was trying to set up for the pick, but he just didn't have a good press at the line, so he couldn't keep up with them. So they're just driving down this field, just throwing dots all over the place. Taj Boyd in the gun, back to throw, and Jamon Hopper with the catch, and he breaks off 2 tackles, and now they're just killing. They've turned up a notch on this Georgia offense. They've got them, and the defense, they obviously don't like. They have a base 3-4 defense, and they've been stuck in this dime defense, but they've actually changed into their 3-4, but they buy on the option, and oh my god, Taj Boyd got smoked, and now they're going to move them backwards because Taj Boyd got smoked. He fumbled, and once again, another fumble forced, but just not able to recover the ball. Is that just going to be a common mistake or what? So now, going to hand off to McDowell, who's going to try to cut it back up, and 7-yard rush right there. It's 8 rushes, 28 yards on the day. So now I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to try to punch this in. And now Taj Boyd, oh man, they sent the house. Oh my god, that just wasn't the correct play to send the house. And Clemson, they get into the end zone, luckily. So whew, I don't know, I'm not even mad. Not even mad, bro. Clemson, they're just trying to prove something. I don't know what, they're just trying to. And it's 42-14. Georgia. It's just I don't know. I'm just excited for this season because we just turned it up another notch. And oh my God, that was a lethal juke. Aaron freaking Murray. Look at these stats. Look at those stats. And we're getting word from Georgia that will be the end of all the starters they on offense and defense. They're gonna perform a mass substitution, and now Keith Marshall, who we relatively didn't see today, he's gonna be coming onto the field to take some handoffs. So Keith Marshall, he's back there under center. Keith takes the carry, and he's gonna stiff arm a guy. So gain of 5. Anthony got stiff arm, which is absolutely disrespected. I just find the stiff arm as a sign of disrespect. Now I'm just playing. So now 2nd and 5 here. Mason in the pistol formation. Oh, you see what I did there? And now he's gonna find Jay Rome, and he's gonna turn it up, and he's gonna knock out of bounds. And these guys with the second team offense end, still killing. This is amazing. Hudson Mason, 1 for 1, 26 yards. So now Mason under center, he's gonna hand it off to Keith Marshall, who just bounces it to the outside and does an unnecessary cut, which relatively gets him nowhere. That's his fault right there. He could have bounced it out for even more yards. But they're going to push up the tempo here. What are they going to do? They're going to audible because they're obviously a weak side here. And Marshall, he gets swarmed on. And he's down right there. You can see Stephon Anthony with the tackle. But I don't know why they're getting hyped or excited over a tackle when they're getting demolished. But let Clemson be Clemson. Let Georgia be Georgia. So now Mason back to throw. He's going to throw. Long. Rolf with the catch. He's doing the game. He had an amazing game. And on that note, well, in the third quarter, 42-14, number 5 Georgia's up on number 9 Clemson, and Clemson, they're just fighting to not fall far down on the top 25 poll, and Georgia, they're trying to move further up to the number 1 spot, and you know they are. So now Clemson, they're just at no man's land. They're just at that point where they're just getting smoked. And like I said, right there, they're just trying to, oh my goodness, Mason into the end zone. Nope. They're just trying to prevent a large fall out of the, they're not going to get bumped out of the top 25. At least I don't think so because of this game. And Keith Marshall enters the end zone, touchdown, 0-yard touchdown run. So both Marshall and Gurley get a touchdown. And due to time constraints and because this is a fairly long video, we will sim the rest of this game. And Georgia 56-21 will be your game. And Georgia wins. Great start to the season. We'll catch you up later on our road to the national championship.